graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic afternoon. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. Hopefully you're all doing well. But yes, all right, we got another Phillies game this afternoon. The Phillies are taking on the San Francisco Giants. The Phillies are 6-5. They did lose last night's game, and they're hoping to bounce back and try to take the series against the San Francisco Giants and take 2 out of 3 for the first time out in Oracle Park in years, in a little bit of time. So we'll see how they do, of course. Again, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well. Let's just get on into it. All right, so Aaron Nola is going to be on the mound today. It'll be Nola going up against Tyler Mahle. So that is going to be the matchup for today. Trey Turner is going to bat leadoff. Before I actually even get on into the starting lineup, I did want to mention that Rob Thompson is not playing JT Realmuto today. He said that he's still sore and he's still going through the reevaluation process right now. So that was the update earlier on JT Realmuto, and I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. But here's the starting lineup this afternoon for the Philadelphia Phillies. So they got Trey Turner batting leadoff, Kyle Schwarber batting second, Bryce Harper third, Alec Bohm fourth, fifth is Bryson Stott. Sixth is Adolis Garcia. And then you got Brandon Marsh seventh, Rafael Marchand eighth, and Justin Crawford batting in the 9 spots. Okay, so again, it's Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Bohm, Stotts, Garcia, Marsh, Marchand, and Crawford in the lineup today for the Philadelphia Phillies. And so the Giants will get you their starting lineup right now as it's 62 degrees. Humidity is at 72%. Winds are blowing west at 11 miles per hour. Very sunny day out in San Francisco as well. Giants are in their gray tops, or actually they're in their white tops, their white bottoms as well. And they got the black Giants letters painted across the chest. And we shall be ready to get started in just a few moments. Adames will lead it off for the Giants. Then it'll be Arise, Chapman, Devers, Lee, Encarnacion, Bader, Bailey, and Koss. Those are the starting players in the lineup for the San Francisco Giants. All right, here is the guy on the mound. Tyler Mahle is going to be pitching. 2 starts, an 0-2 record, 9 innings, 7 ERA. 3 walks allowed as well, and 9 strikeouts for him on the season. We are 31 subscribers away from getting to 9,400 subs. If you could do me a solid, hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. Brooke Dower, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. It is free. You're just basically following me. That's all it is. Brooke, thank you so much. Turner is going to step on into the batter's box for the Philadelphia Phillies as we start off the top of the first inning. So again, for the Phillies, they have Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Bohm, Stotts, Garcia, Marsh, Marchand, and Crawford. And here is the first pitch, and that'll be taken for a called strike. right at the knees. Sorry about the little delay. I can try to sync it up the best way that I can. There we go. No balls, one strike to Trey Turner. Batting .277 for the Phillies this year. And the 0-1 pitch. That is outside for a ball. Final score predictions. Jason says 8-4 Phillies. Deborah says 6-4. David says time to get a series win out in San Francisco. What's going on, guys? 1 ball, 1 strike in the pitch. And that is going to be chopped foul over towards the left side. What's up, Eric? How you doing, my friend? Shout out to you. What's up, JJ? Long time, bro. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the first. And here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And there is out number 1 in the top of the first inning. And Kyle Schwarber is going to come on up. Hoagie says 5-3 Giants. Everybody boo that in the chat. I'm just kidding. Just messing with you. I hope that you're wrong. 6-5 Phillies, says Mark. Remember when Turner hit home runs? Last one is August 2025. Yeah. I hear you. Kyle Schwarber is up. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be taken for a called strike. What is bro doing? Dude, he's rising from the dead. That's exactly what he's doing. What's up, Ray? How you doing? No balls, 1 strike, and that's to Kyle Schwarber. The pitch. That's up high for a ball. Today is Wednesday, chat. Today is Wednesday. Just wanted to make sure that I said that out loud. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit out to right field. Kyle Schwarber, who got on with a single in his first at-bat last night, does so already here in the top of the first. And he is on. And Bryce Harper is up next. Please tap that thumbs up button for JJ for sure. And subscribe to Charge! Here is Harper. He's had a heck of a series so far. And Harper's going to smack this one over to shortstop off the glove of the shortstop. And the throw to second is not in time. Kyle Schwarber able to just barely, and I mean barely, get in there safely. He would have been out by force. But that's going to be ruled as an infield single for Bryce Harper. And that will put 2 base runners on here in the first inning. Adames tried to pick at it, and it ricocheted off of the front of his glove, popped up in the air on the ground, and Schwarber just went on in to slide over to second, and he just got his left foot in there safely, and there's 2 base runners in the top of the first. Drop those Harper emotes. Let's go. Try to get some runs early here. The pitch to Bohm, and that's taken for a ball. So Turner struck out. Schwarber singled, and then Harper had an infield single. And Schwarber was just barely able to get into second base. Gosh. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Bohm. In there for strike 1. Marchand did great yesterday, says PJ. Yeah, Marchand defensively did really well. Offensively, struggled, but we'll see how Raphael does today. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Bohm. There's a line drive hit out over towards right center field. It'll be caught for out number 2 by Jung-Hoo Lee. And out number 2 is provided. The Giants on defense. Catching, it's Patrick Bailey. On the mound, it's Tyler Mahle. And then you got Rafael Devers at first. At second, it's Christian Koss. At third, it's Matt Chapman. And at shortstop, it's Willy Adames. In the outfield from right to left, Lee is in right, Bader's in center, and Encarnacion is in left. It's Bryson Stott who shows bunt at the first pitch and takes it for a strike. We saw him show bunt last night. No balls, 1 strike. Final score predictions, 13-0 Phillies. MVPs. Who's your MVP for this game? Let me know. The balls, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. The count is 1-1. Molly with 13 pitches so far. 31 years old from Newport Beach, California. 1-1 pitch in there for strike two. The invisible bat is in action on the 3D. By the way, Cleveland leads it 10-2 against the Royals. That game is in the top of the ninth. 1-2 pitch to Stotts. Chops it foul. We're doing a triple header today, chat. We just did our first game. This is our second game, and then we got one more after this. The grind continues. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Stotts. It misses outside, not by much, but it is a 2-2 count. MVP is Garcia. MVP is Stotts. Ooh. Bohm. Harper. Got some different takes. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Bryson Stott chases after a pitch that's in the dirt. And the inning is over. So the Phillies strand 2 base runners. And going to the bottom of the first is the Giants. Adames will lead it off for them. Here's the San Francisco Giants lineup for this afternoon. They got Willie Adames batting leadoff. Luis Arraez batting second. Matt Chapman batting third. Rafael Devers fourth. Jung-Hoo Lee fifth. Gerard Encarnacion sixth. Harrison Bader seventh. Patrick Bailey eighth. And Christian Koss batting in the 9 spots. What's going on? JJ for MVP. You guys are the best, man. Oh, man. MVP is Crawford. Philly Bird says Nola. What's up, Philly Special? Stacy, how you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. Good to see you guys on here. We're with you throughout the whole entire evening. This is our second game that we've done today, and we have one more after this. And then tomorrow, we're at least doing 2. We might do 3. I might do 3 tomorrow, depending on how things go. Baltimore is down 3-2 to the White Sox as they are in the top of the 6th. You got the Red Sox up 5-0 against the Milwaukee Brewers. So Boston, Wilyer Abreu at an RBI, Contreras at an RBI walk. Trevor Story has delivered 2 RBI in this game. He had actually had a base hit. He had an RBI single to make it 4-0, and he also hit a sac fly earlier to make it 3-0. And Durbin also grounded into an RBI fielder's choice. Here's Aaron Nola on the mound. 2 starts this year, a 1-0 record, and a 3.18 earned run average. Drop the Nola emotes. And here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike. So again, just wanted to make sure that I mentioned this once more for those of you that are tuning on in. Rob Thompson did say that JT is still sore. He's still going through the reevaluation process right now. And he is not playing today. 0-1. Misses outside for a ball. So in conclusion to that brawl that happened yesterday between Ronaldo Lopez and Jorge Soler, both players are suspended for 7 games and fined as well. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. That is taken outside for ball 2. Connor Griffin also earlier today just got extended to a 9-year, $140 million contract for the Pirates. 2-1. Line drive hit out over to left field. Marsh is there, makes the grab, and there's the first out of the inning. On the defensive side for the Phillies, Rafael Marchand is catching. On the mound, it's Aaron Nola. And then at first base, it's Bryce Harper. At second base, it's Bryson Stott. And at third, it's Alec Bohm. The shortstop is Trey Turner. Here's Luis Ariz. And the pitch. That's outside for a ball. In left field, Brandon Marsh is there. In center field, it's Justin Crawford. And in right, it's Adolis Garcia. The 1-0 to Ariz. Outside for ball 2. And the count is 2-0. By this time, this JJ triple header is done with. I will have spent more time with you than my girlfriend over the last weekend. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. She doesn't know. The 2-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. Dude, I gotta get back into the dating thing. I do. I mean, like, I'm trying to grind, of course, but I think I definitely need to get back into that. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's been a while since I dated. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. Ouch. Did that hit the foot of Ariz? It did. Oof. Damn. Two balls, 2 strikes. In the bottom of the first, Ariz's average is at 292. Nola kicks, fires, and the pitch is flied out over towards deep right field. That's going back towards the track, and it's going to bounce off the wall. Garcia is going to chase after it, but Ariz is heading on over to third base, and he will get there standing up with a triple out to right field off of Aaron Nola. And so there's 1 out in the bottom of the first, and a triple by Ariz. And he just continues to hit the ball very well against the Phillies. Damn. Can the Phillies offense score a run? I had a round-robin parlay consisting of Laureano 2-run/RBI, your 2-run/RBI, Trevor Story 2-run/RBI. So you're doing good. You're doing good. 1 out, bottom of the first. And the pitch to Chapman, swing and a miss. Wish we had kept Peter. JJ's on the down low. Same JJ, it's tough out here. Yeah, but when the right person comes, you know, the right person will come. So, 0-1. That's taken for strike 2. I do believe that, though. You are just more fun than she is. Oh, man. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the first. 1 away. We got a runner over at third. And the 0-2 is up high. The grind and dating usually aren't very compatible. Well, I've seen it work, though. I've seen it work. But you're right. I've also seen that not work at times. 1-2. And that's down for ball 2. But if she cares, you know, she'll be supportive, and I'll be supportive of her too. Nola's so cute. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the first. Chat's trying to hook me up. I appreciate y'all. You guys are funny. If you start dating, you'll have less time to do this unless she co-hosts with you. Yeah, well, we'll figure it out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the first, 1 away, a runner over at third. 2-2 pitch. It's going to get by Marchand, but not too far away from him to allow the runner from third to come on home. It's 3-2, though. So Adames flying out to the left. Arias tripled. And Chapman is in the box right now. Bottom of the first, one away. 3-2 on the way, swing and a miss, and Chapman is down on strikes. Everybody drop a chair in the chat for Aaron Nola. First strikeout of the game, second out of the inning. Limit the damage, yep. Rafael Devers is going to come on up to the plate right now. The Rockies have a 4-1 lead against the Astros. They've been putting up runs, Colorado. The pitch to Devers. That's outside for a ball. If you could do me a huge solid and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate that. We are 31 subscribers away from getting to 9,400. We are on our way to 10,000. We are 631 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rafael Devers. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. If she loves baseball, better put a ring on it. Y'all are funny, man. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the first. And the pitch is up high for ball 2. I guess that's true, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's to Rafael Devers. 2-2 pitch. Misses just barely inside for ball 3. Devers equals automatic out. Well, he's gotten a couple hits against us in this series. Three balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch to Devers. Strike 3 called at the knees. And he was going to challenge, and he decided not to. And probably a wise decision for him not to do that. So Aaron Nola gets a strikeout. And the inning is over. All right, we played 1 inning. Still got 8 more left to go as we go to the top of the second. By the way, forgot to mention that the crew chief this afternoon in this game, let's get to that right now. The umpires for today, Todd Tishner is at home plate. Then you got Austin Jones, who is over at first. At second, it's Adam Hamari. And at third, it's Clint Vondrak. No, I thought that was somebody else. No. Austin Jones. Adam Hamari. It's also 64 degrees out in San Fran. Adam Hamari. And it's Clint Vondrak. Good. Tim is at 4:05. It's 4:05. Man, the day's been flying by. Holy smokes. How's everybody's day going? I keep getting Bote's sister content on my YouTube algorithm. Anybody follow the Botes sisters? Andrea and Alexandra Botes. It's funny. That and also Dangerous AI. I mean, I do enjoy Dangerous AI clips, but it's just funny. They keep popping up. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. You'd be surprised by how many girls who have boyfriends like going to games with another guy. Really? 0-1 pitch, and that misses outside for a ball. There's the chair. Found it. Nice. 1 ball, 1 strike to Adolis Garcia. And that's a foul ball. Greasy's here. What's up, Greasy? How you doing? Who is the Botez sisters? Andrea and Alexandra Botez. They are chess content creators. They have a podcast, too. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch, and that's down for ball 2. Race to shoot your shots. Oh, man. That's funny. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Garcia is down on strikes, and Molly gets the strikeouts. The Phillies' 5 hole hitters this year batting .214. Man. Rattlesnake is here. What's up, Rattlesnake? How you doing? Good to see you. Garcia's down on strikes, and Brandon Marsh is up. And Marsh takes a pitch that's outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to Brandon Marsh. The 1-0 on the way. Chopped towards the first baseman. And taking it right on over to the bag is Devers. And an easy out there. 2 away. I got you, man. Yeah, we go on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, Eagles football, but we also do other Major League Baseball games. We have a triple header today. We did the Pirates and Padres earlier. Of course, we covered the Phillies. We were never going to be late to our Phillies stream, of course. And then tonight we got Twins and Tigers. 2 outs, top of the second. Marchand in the box. Takes the first pitch that he sees for a called ball from Todd Tishner. Looked like it was a strike, to be honest with you. $22 for a beer? Damn. 1-0 pitch. That's taken for ball 2. How much is beer at CBP, though? Because that sounds about right. It's expensive. 2 balls, no strikes to Marchand. And there's a strike at the knees. 2-1 is the count now. Raphael came on into last night's game after JT got a pitch that was fouled off of his foot from Rafael Devers. The 2-1 pitch. Marchand pops it up. It's a foul ball, and it'll go into the seats. Beer is 18 to 24, depending on the type. Gotcha. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Marchand, swung on and missed, and the inning is over. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Tyler Mahle, and we are going to go to the bottom of the second. Giants and Phillies are scoreless. Let's take a sip of water. Okay. So I'm going to ask you a question, and it's time for our Text JJ segment. I always love it when you guys write on over on YouTube. That's cool. But I really like it when you guys text me on my hotline as well. 610-314-0844. I'm going to drop the link in the chat so that way that you guys remember. But my question for you today. So I'm going to the Bahamas in a week from today. That's crazy. A week from today, I'm going to the Bahamas. And I want to know, what was the best trip that you guys ever took, or like one of the most memorable trips that you guys have ever taken. Where was it? Who'd you go with? What was cool about the experience? And I want you guys to text it on in to my hotline, 610-314-0844, and we'll read some stories as we go on into the bottom of the second. So that's the Text JJ segment that's the Text JJ topic that we are doing today. Favorite vacation, favorite trip that you took. Where was it to? Who'd you go with? And what was really cool about that experience? Really give me like a well thought out answer. That's why I want you guys to text on in, because I like learning about you guys. I do. If you can, of course. If you can't, text whenever you can. We go to the bottom of the second. Aaron Nola going to face Jung-Hoo Lee. I'll tell you the best trip that I took. The pitch. And that's taken down for a ball. So this will actually be my second time out of the country. I've been out of the country once. I went to Israel back in 2014. That was pretty cool. The 1-0 pitch. That's taken outside for ball 2. What was actually the best trip that I took? Israel was a really good trip. 2-0. It's in there for a strike. Israel was fun. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. It's grounded over towards the right side. Second baseman picks it up, throws it over to first, and that's in time for out number 1. The best trip that I took. I went to the Outer Banks. That was really cool. Went to North Carolina. We rented out a house there. That was a very relaxing trip. That, I would say, was one of my favorite trips that we did take. Gerard Encarnacion is up, and the pitch is taken for a strike. So we're in the bottom of the second. 0-1 is the count, and the pitch is at 95, and it's outside for ball 1. 1-1 is the count as we are in the bottom of the second. The pitch. It's down and away for ball 2. But yeah, Outer Banks was really cool. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch. It's grounded over to short. Turner backhands it, picks it up, throws it over to first, dug out by Harper. And there is out number 2. Hey, JJ, Philly Special Stacy here. One of the most incredible trips I've ever taken was to Egypt back in 2008 with my daughter. Seeing the Great Pyramid of Giza in person was absolutely breathtaking. I'm sure it was. Pictures don't even come close to how massive and powerful they feel. The pitch is fouled off over towards the left side. Standing there in the desert, looking at something built thousands of years ago, was just surreal. We also saw the Great Sphinx of Giza, and being surrounded by so much history felt like stepping into another world. Sharing that experience with my daughter made it even more unforgettable. And in regards to the Outer Banks, she says, I visit every summer with my family, one of my favorite vacation spots. It's a good one. That's a great one. You went in 2008 with your daughter. That's so cool. I love that. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 to Bader. It's grounded in front of Aaronola. Plays it on a hop, throws it over to first. That's in time. And there is out number 3. We are going to go to the top of the third. No score between the Phillies and the Giants. Shout out to Stacy for texting on in. What else do we got? Falco. Falco texted on in. What's up, Falco? He says that his favorite spot was Lake Tahoe. He went for 10 days in 2009. Got to see the Olympic Village in Squaw Valley. Went to San Francisco for a couple of days and toured Alcatraz. Scared the crap out of me, I'm sure. I would like to go visit there, too. It's a good one as well. Another video. Is this DE that's in the video? Where was that? I have to catch up to chat. But yeah. If you guys want to text on in more vacation spots or trips that you guys took, please feel free to do so. Bernie Falls. That's where it was. Is that where it was? 4-hour drive up north of California. Huge waterfalls, like multiple waterfalls off the cliff. Disney was good too. Disney was very good as well. Yeah, I enjoyed Disney. All right, time for us to go to the top of the third, excuse me. Justin Crawford is up, and Crawford, first pitch, grounds it over to first, played on the hop by Devers. The throwback is in plenty of time for out number 1. This was posted from Baseball History Nut. A young kid signs and gives his Grand Slam baseball to his grandfather for teaching him everything he knows about baseball. Giving his Grand Slam ball to his Grand Slam grandpa is the best thing you'll see today. And all this dust in the air is affecting my eyes. Beautiful video. Lord knows I wish I could hug my grandfather one last time. That is a really cool video, too. That's so cool. No balls, 1 strike in the top of the third. As Sarah Langs would say, baseball is the best. The pitch, grounded over to short, picked up by Adames, and the throw to first is in time. And there's out number 2. God, that gives me the chills. My grandma was such an incredible person. She really was. As the pitch is down for a ball, I would go to Harrisburg. And I go see my grandma when I was really young. I was 8 years old. And my grandma didn't really, like when I just got into baseball, as the one I was outside for ball 2, she didn't really keep up with it. But then when I got into it, every conversation I would have with her was always about the Phillies. And she would literally have her newspaper. She would look at the standings. And she would just talk to me about the Phillies. She'd talk about Chase Utley, about Jason Worth, how Raul Ibanez went 0 for 4 and struck out 3 times. The 2-1 pitch, nets up high and inside for ball 3. But she always made time for me. And she always wanted to make sure that she had something to talk about with her grandkids. So even when my sister got into books, she would she would read those books that she was into. And she would have something to talk about with her. It's 3-2 to Kyle Schwarber. And the pitch is grounded foul. And then I also, of course, had a brother who unfortunately is no longer with us. And she would watch movies with him, like his favorite movies. And just that story, it just makes me think about, like, how really special relationships can be with family members. And then it's like when they're gone, they're gone. But you cherish all those moments that you get to have. 3-2. And that misses down for ball 4. And Schwarber gets on with a 2-out walk. But yeah, if there was a Phillies game on, she'd be right next to me, and she'd be watching that Phillies game with me. Bryce Harper is up. Red batting gloves for him. Got on with an infield single his last time up and takes the pitch down for a ball. Aaron Judge had a 450-foot blast at Fenway. You were there for that? The 1-0 pitch, and that's taken outside for ball 2. 2 years ago, this person texted on in. I transported 88 dogs and cats to their new rescue homes in PA and New York. 2 balls, no strikes to Bryce Harper. Molly kicks and fires, and Harper fouls it off over towards the left side and out of play. After the drop-off of the animals, I drove back to Boston and caught a Red Sox versus Yankees game at Fenway Park and saw and captured on video, and here it is, a 450-plus foot Aaron Judge home run and a Red Sox late-game comeback. 2-1. It's taken down for ball 3. The next morning, leaving Boston, I met one of the members of the band, the Moody Blues, at a gas station. I love the Moody Blues. I'm a big fan of the Moody Blues. I really am. 3-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 4. My dad got me into the Moody Blues. Knights in White Satin and Once Upon a Time in Your Wildest Dreams. I was listening actually the other day to Tuesday Afternoon. That was one of my favorite songs growing up. Tuesday Afternoon. That's going to be stuck in my head again. The pitch. And that's outside for a ball. Oh, that's so sick. 450 feet. 1-0 pitch. That's going to get away from the catcher. And there's 2 runners in scoring position. 2 balls, no strikes to Alec Bohm. All right, Bohm. That's a wild pitch. Schwarber is at third. Harper is at second. And Alec Bohm is in the box. Charge! 2 balls, no strikes to Bohm. Molly gets set and fires, and the pitch is called a strike. It hits the outside corner. So we're in the top of the 3rd. Phillies and Giants are scoreless. Nola's pitching for Philadelphia. Molly is pitching for San Francisco. Here's the 2-1 delivery, and that's high for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Bohm grounds this one over to third base. Chapman has it, picks it up, throws it over to first. Inning over again. Phillies strand 2 men on base, and we go to the bottom of the third. Still no score out at Oracle Park. Jason says, I've been to Niagara Falls, seen the pyramids, plus the Nile while in Cairo. Then we went to Israel and saw where Jesus fell with the cross, plus swam in the Dead Sea. I also got to swim in the Dead Sea. And the Dead Sea, the Red Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea. Oh, that's cool. You're good, bro. I love you guys too, man. Oh, man. What are we doing? We're going to the bottom of the third. So, how's this game gone so far? Well, Trey Turner struck out in the first. Schwarber singled. Harper got on with an infield single. And then Bohm flied out. And Stott struck out. And that was the end of the first. In the bottom of the first, Arise got on with a 1-out single. And then Aaron Nola struck out Chapman and Devers to end the first inning there. Phillies went down in order 1, 2, 3 in the top of the second. And the Giants went down in order 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the second. In the third inning, Schwarber and Harper got on with back-to-back 2-out walks. And then Bohm grounded out to third. And that's this game so far. Really, not much. Not much at all. Phillies are 6-5 on the season. They have a 3-2 record on the road. The Giants, they are 4-8, and they are 2-7 so far out at Oracle. Here's Patrick Bailey. Bailey looks at the ball and misses way outside for ball 1. Nola had 22 pitches in the first, 11 in the second, and so far 1 in the third. Here's the 1-0 delivery. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. On the run is Crawford in the alleyway, and he'll make the grab for the first out. Christian Koss is up to bat. So 1 away, bottom of the third. And the pitch, that'll be in there for a called strike. So I don't know if you guys got the news earlier today, but when we were doing our Pirates-Padres game, we found out that the Dodgers announced on Twitter that Davey Lopes passed away at the age of 80. 0-1, it's lined over to short. And that's going to be caught by Trey Turner for out number 2. So there's 2 away. I just talked about him the other day, I said. I got to run the bases with Davey Lopes when he was the base coach for the Phillies. And he was such a nice guy. He actually told us the starting lineup that day when nobody else knew about it. And he was a very down-to-earth person. He was really good at teaching the kids how to slide and when to slide, and he was very vocal about that when we were running around the bases and learning about sliding. 1-0 pitch, and that's going to be grounded foul. It was him, and then it was Steve Smith, who was also there. Steve was a cool guy, too. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, it's popped up over towards short. Turner has it, and he'll make the catch. And Aaron Nola, has retired 8 Giants players in a row. And we played 3 innings and go to the top of the 4th. So prayers, of course, to Davey Lopes' family and to the baseball community today, because they lost a good one. They really did. Shout out to that person. That's a huge W life story, yeah. I agree. So we go to the top of the 4th. 2 hits for the Phillies so far, and just 1 for the Giants. That's all the offense. Davey played for the Dodgers, the A's, the Cubs, and the Astros, and he also managed the Brewers as well. Was on the coaching staff for the Nationals back in 2016. And he was also a coach for the Padres, too. He really touched a lot of lives. 4-time All-Star, of course. 2-time World Series champion. Won a Gold Glove as well. And led the league in stolen bases, the National League, in 1975 and 1976. They say that he passed due to complications of Parkinson's disease. I remember when he was diagnosed with prostate cancer. I do remember that. That was, I believe it was back in 2008, right? It was. No balls, 1 strike. But he would definitely be missed. No balls, 1 strike in the top of the 4th. The pitch to Stotts. And that's a foul ball. You saw the Moody Blues in Philly in 1983? That's really cool. Oh, and 2 is the count. And that's to Bryson Stotts. The 0-2 pitch, grounded off the glove of the pitcher, Molly, and he gets to it, throws it over to first. It's in time, and there's the first out of the 4th. They actually have a rec center named after him in Providence, Rhode Island. I didn't know that. As a baseball fan, I always appreciated Davey. Yep. How could you not? It meant a lot to the game. 1 ball, no strikes. Adolis Garcia is in the box. And here's the 1-0. And that's a foul ball. I saw Supertramp at Spectrum in 1983. Dude, Crime of the Century. Talk about a great album. Gosh. It's a really good album. And also, Even in the Quietest Moments. I love that album, too. And Breakfast in America. They're all good. All 3 of them are pretty good. 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 4th. 1 out. The pitch to Garcia. Foul ball. Shout out to Roger. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the 4th. The pitch. Outside for ball 3. And the count is full. They haven't scored in 13 innings. Three-two pitch. And that's down low for ball 4. Can we get a hit? Well, we'll take walks. We'll take that too. So Garcia gets on with a walk. Harper is walked. Schwarber is walked. And that is the third walk today. You know more Supertramp than I expect. I'm telling you, I grew up, I love music. I really do. The pitch is outside. My dad had it was like an MP3 player that he gave to me. It was called a jukebox. It was like a digital jukebox. It had like over 2,500 songs, which at the time is a lot. And you plug in like your headphones and you take it with you. It's like a portable jukebox. That's what it was. And on that he had Robin Trower. He had Supertramp. He had the Beatles. He had a lot of rock on there. CCR. One ball, one strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So, I grew up with that. Before the digital, and streaming era came, you'd have to get your MP3 songs on a device it was a software called BearShare. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Brandon Marsh is down on strikes, and there is out number 2 in the top of the 4th inning. So, classic rock and all that's in my blood. These guys are playing like on autopilot, and it's obvious. Here's the throwback over to first. That's not in time. I miss my 8-track player. I had one in my 71 Plymouth Roadrunner, says Mark. Shout out to Mark. What's going on, Mark? How you doing? The pitch. That's a foul ball. You also had Corn on there. Yep. And then he would burn CDs for me. Sometimes he would have to watch my brother at night when we didn't have a night nurse, and yet he would still be downstairs, and he would make a CD for me that had like over 120 songs on it. And that was, again, like the quality of time that I really appreciated with my family. I still do. But all those things, it's like you can just put together a playlist now, but that stuff, even like back in 2008, meant something to me. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. That's outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Death Cab for Cutie, Muse, All-American Rejects, all that stuff. Queen. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. It's flied out over towards left field. That's going to be caught, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score between the Giants and the Phillies. Nostalgia is a wild thing. It is. It is a wild thing. All right, so let's talk. It's time for On This Day in Phillies History. A lot of history lessons today, I guess. Today is April 8th. In 1921, the Phillies defeated the Athletics. The score was 8-3. That was at Shibe Park on this day. The two teams had played 4 games in the Carolinas on the way north from spring training, with the AL team winning 3 for a 3-2 series edge. In 1973 on this day, Steve Carlton makes his first Sports Illustrated cover appearance as a Philly. And 12 years later, Carlton made his club record 13th opening day start, losing to Atlanta 6-0. His teammates made 6 errors. 3 of those errors were by Steve Jeltz. due in part to temperatures that dipped to freezing during the game. The year's first ball is delivered by a trapeze artist hanging from a hovering helicopter and thrown out by Tug McGraw. And finally on this day, in 1993, Tyler Green makes his major league debut in the home opener, pitching the ninth inning of the Phillies' 11-7 loss to Chicago. He's the team's first player born in the 70s. Festivities that day included a U.S. Navy skydiving team, including one in a Fanatic suit who delivered the first ball to Paul Owens. And I saw a video of that. That's pretty cool. It was pretty nice to look at. Here's Luis Ariz, and Ariz takes a pitch that's down and away for a ball. That's why they made tens of millions of dollars. That would motivate me to get up early, says Larry. Molly Hatchet. My dad saw Molly Hatchet. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. That's down for ball 2. Wolfman JJ. What kind of music do I like? I like a lot of music. I do. I like a lot of different types of things. The 2-0, it's in there for a strike. I like rap. I'm not like a huge rap fan, but I really like Kendrick Lamar. I like Kanye, music-wise. Eminem, Jay-Z. 2-1 pitch, line drive, base hit up the middle, and there's a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 4th. I also like rock a lot. I like I like a lot. I do like pop too. Pop is cool. I like Taylor Swift. That's for sure. Matt Chapman is up to bat as we are in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Folks, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the bell icons as well. 0-1 is the count to Chapman. Ariz gets on with a single, and he's over at first. Nola with 45 pitches. The 0-1 misses inside for a ball. AJP, what's going on, man? How you doing? 1 ball, 1 strike. So we're in the bottom of the 4th, the 1-1 pitch. That's lined out to left field for a base hit. And so that'll put runners over at first and second base. And Rafael Devers is due on up. Dylan's also here. What's up, Dylan? How you doing? Joe, what's up, Joe? How you guys doing? Shout out to you guys. Good to see you all on here. Devers is due up. He struck out looking his last time up. His average sits at 191 with a homer and 2 RBI. Nola's in the jam. Has to deliver from the stretch. And the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Hits the outside corner. We are 27 subscribers away from getting to 9,400 subs, chat. Make it 26. We got our 3rd game of our triple header after this. It'll be Tigers and Twins. No balls, 1 strike to Rafael Devers. 48 pitches from Aaron Nola so far. And here's the 0-1. That's a pie for a ball. Those Phillies moments in history are brought to you by the letters P and H and by the number 10. Today is David Robertson's birthday. One It's flied out over towards the left field corner. Marsh runs out of room, and it's 1-2. I like Buddy Holly, too. I also like Weezer's Buddy Holly. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards second. Stott has it. Flips it over to shortstop for 1. The throw over to first is in plenty of time. And that is a 4-6-3 double play. While we're on the topic of music. I like DJ music, too. Like the popular DJ stuff. Calvin Harris. DJ Khaled's all right. I like David Guetta. 1 ball, no strikes. Trick shot, Crazy Jared. Thank you so much for the sub, my friend. Here's the 1-0 to Lee. It's skied out over towards center field. And there is Crawford. Will make the catch. And we're going to go to the top of the 5th inning. All right. So it's time to go to the top of the 5th inning. Every Wednesday, when we go to the top of the 5th inning, we have our P.O. Box Day. Our P.O. Box Gift Day. So we stopped over at the P.O. Box, and we do P.O. Box openings on Wednesdays, and here is our box. This is from Mark Kavitsky. Shout out to you, man. Mods, please post the P.O. Box link down below. I would really appreciate that. All right, so let's see. Mark, thank you so much. I appreciate this, dude. Let's see. First of all, can we get it open? You taped this pretty good. There we go. Good stuff. All right. Our P.O. Box opening. Oh, my gosh. An All-Star Game hat. Let's go. Oh, that's so cool. 2026 Philadelphia All-Star Game. Let's go, baby. Oh, thank you so much. There's more in here. Oh, my gosh. And it has the Phillies. It has the Phillies logo on the side. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, my gosh. I got to put that on. Also in here is an All-Star pennant. Oh, my gosh. Dude, that is so sick. All-Star Game pennant. Sorry about the 3D or about the green screen. Man, I'm going to have to find a way to hang that up. We got an All-Star pennant. We have a Kyle Schwarber pennant as well. Oh, gosh. That is so cool. Can you guys see it? There we go. We're in the top of the 5th, by the way. Justin Crawford is up. And then we got a giant rally towel. Let's go. It's a fighting. It's a Red October rally towel. Let's go, baby. Mark, big shout out to you, man. We got to put on the hat. You know what we got to do. Oh, my gosh. How does it look, chat? Hold up. I gotta go to the screen. How does it look? Looks pretty good, I'd say. Is there the Phillies logo? Can you see it? Yeah, it's right there. Dude, thank you so much, man. Shout out to Mark. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I love it. Oh my gosh. 1-2 is fouled off. Oh my gosh. I wanted to get one of these, and I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do it. I really appreciate this. That's so nice. If you guys want to give stuff to the P.O. Box, the mods will drop the link down below. Type in ! P.O. Box. We do P.O. Box openings every Wednesday when we go into the 5th inning of a Phillies game. It's play-by-play with JJ. P.O. Box 6, Gibbsboro, New Jersey, 08026 is the zip code. Dude, thank you so much, Mark. Oh, my gosh. The pitch to Crawford, swing and a miss. So there's out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. We got such an awesome community on here. Wow. This hat ain't coming off. John also sent us a mug a couple of weeks ago. We have it with us every single time we do a Phillies game. So if you guys want to send in stuff, it doesn't even have to be gifts. It could just be letters. It could be whatever. I appreciate that. And I love unboxing your gifts. You guys have wanted this for a while. The pitch is grounded over to short, and the throw over to first is in time. And there is out number 2 in the 5th inning. Thank you so much, Mark. I got to hang up those pennants, dude. Where am I going to put them? The rally towel? Every time that they're rallying, I guess I got to wave the towel, don't I? Let's go. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is outside for ball 2. That's so sick. Oh, man. Y'all are the best. 2 balls, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber. The 2-0 pitch to Kyle, swing and a miss. And the count is 2-1. That is so awesome. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. The 2-1 pitch, that's down for ball 3. So in case you guys didn't see, on Wednesdays we do our P.O. Box openings whenever we go to the 5th inning during a Phillies game. And Mark this week sent me a Fightin' Phil's Red October rally towel. He sent me 2 pennants. One was for the All-Star game. The other one was a Kyle Schwarber pennant. And the 3-1 is fouled off. And then the third thing is this hat that I'm wearing. It's an All-Star game hat. Phillies are hosting the All-Star game this year. And it's the coolest thing. Shout out to Mark. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 5th, 2 away. And the pitch. That's up high for ball 4. And Schwarber gets on with a 2-out walk, and he is over at first base. That's the 3rd time today that Kyle has gotten on for the Phillies, and Bryce Harper is coming on up. Let's go. Oh, dude, this is so awesome. Happy birthday. How old are you today? Oh, man. That's so awesome. We have awesome people, man. Every Wednesday, this is what we do. The pitch, and that's outside for a ball. That's incredible. The Schwarber pennant is cool. It is. You got to hang it up. 1-0 pitch. It's grounded over towards first, and that's going to end the inning. So Devers tags the bag. There's out number 3, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still no score between the Phillies and the Giants. Mark, you are the best, dude. Shout out to y'all. I want those gifts to Seema Fox. It's incredible. Man. Oh, gosh. W's for Mark in the chat. John is the one who pushed for the P.O. box. He is. He definitely is. It's crazy. I knew JJ loves Schwarber. I'm happy he's back, man. I'm happy he's back. In case you missed it, I just got to show it one more time. Here's the whoops, let's go to the monologue screen. Here's the All-Star Game pennant. Oh, gosh. Ugh. I don't like this. I don't like this. Here, can I take the 3D thing off for a sec? Let me try to do that. Let me take it off for just 1 second. Can I do that? How do I do it? I'm the one that set this up. How do I do it? Filters, chroma key. There we go. Here is the All-Star Game. Oh, wait, it still is on. Still is on. Dang it. There we go. So here is the All-Star Game pennant right here. That's so sick. This right here is the Kyle Schwarber pennant. That's so sick. I love it. And then here is the rally towel. All from Mark. Thanks so much again, Mark. I appreciate you, man. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 5th. 1 out. Harrison Bader is in the box. And the count is 0-1. Davis backwards, thanks so much for the sub over on YouTube. No balls, 1 strike, and that's to Harrison Bader. Nola kicks, fires, and the pitch is in there for a strike. I'm excited for Sixers basketball playoffs, and I'm excited for hockey playoffs too. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. It's down for a ball. The towel was so sick. It's so cool. It's so cool. 1-2. That's down for ball 2. Oh, I have goosebumps. I just call these games. 2-2 pitch. Line drive played on a bounce by Stott. And the throw over to first is in time. Just so humbling, man. Thank you, guys. Once again, thank you so much, Mark. So there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch will be taken for a called strike. 0-1 is the count to Bailey as we are in the bottom of the 5th with 2 away. Gosh, I love this hat. The 0-1, that's down and in for a ball. Dude, the Schwarber pennant's so cool. I have a whole stack of never folded 1975 Hostess box with Davey Lopes on one of the cards. Dude, that's so cool. That is amazing. The 1-1 pitch. That misses down for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch, and that's outside for ball 3. I'm gonna have to take a step off after this. We'll go raid somebody. I gotta let out some tears, man. I can't do it on stream. Wow. 3-1 pitch. That's gonna be in there for strike 2. What inning are the Orioles in? The Orioles are in the top of the 9th. All right, so we'll go say hi to BW. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th, 2 away. The payoff pitch, grounded over to first, picked up by Harper, and the inning is over as he tags the bag. All right, let's go say hi to BW. All right, and give me just a few moments just to let out some tears. Philly Birds, oh man, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Oh my gosh, I appreciate that too. Philly Bird says thank you, JJ. I mean, thank you guys. I'm just a kid from South Jersey just doing this. You know? All right. I'll be right back. Let's go say hi to PW. Be right back. I'm back. Sorry. Keep forgetting I have to unmute. 2-2. It's grounded over in front of the mound. The throw to first is in time. And there's out number 2. I can't wait to be back home. Then I'll be able to stop unmuting and muting myself. But thank you all again so much for being on here. So 2 outs. Bohm grounded out to third. Stott grounded out to the mound. I swear it's going to stop. Garcia is going to line one out to center. That'll get down for a base hit. And there's a 2-out single here in the top of the 6th inning. All right, it's time to get the rally going. Let's go, man. All right, let's go. Oh, boy. Let's go. Charge! We do have a meeting taken on the mound right here. Let's see what happens. Patello is going to take out his pitcher. All right. So Garcia gets on for the 2nd time today, and the Giants are going to make a pitching change in the top of the 6th. Choked up. Yeah, I figured it. Figured it out. Got it. Bro doesn't check his chat. I do check my chat. It's just like when you're doing this all the time, you know, it's a lot easier said than done. You just forget sometimes. You know, like when you do a lot of streams and you're so used to pressing buttons, not trying to make excuses. And I take accountability for not knowing that I wasn't muted, but, you know, you lose track of things sometimes. And usually, again, like I'm usually home, but this is not my home setup. So I forgot to unmute myself. I didn't want you to hear me crying during the break. So that's why I muted myself. Now I'm back and I'm feeling better. So. It's funny. Time is at 5:10. But yeah, we got another game after this too. Did the clouds literally look like, have you ever seen angels in the outfield? Literally looks like angels in the outfield clouds. Toss back over to first. That's not in time. 19 more subs, so we get to 9,400 subscribers, chat, over on YouTube. Matt Gage is on the bump pitching for the Giants. And the pitch to Brandon Marsh. That's a foul ball. I'm really excited for the types of philanthropy that we're going to be doing this year for baseball. Like super, super excited. But all of that will be announced when we come back from the Bahamas. I will break everything to you guys with what we're going to be doing. And the other types of extensive content that's going to be pushed out too. 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be swung on and missed for strike 2. I do have plans of doing some IRL streams for some baseball places that I am planning on doing this year during the offseason and during All-Star break. And I think that you guys will really enjoy that. I do. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Marsh in the box. Come on, Brandon. Let's go. Gage comes set and delivers. The pitch is up high, swung on and missed. And he would have been out anyways over at second, Adolis Garcia. So that would have been out number 4. In case out number 3 wasn't provided, well, then it still would have been out number 3. But regardless, we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. 3 hits for each team so far. Got a late jump there. A really late jump. Come on. The mute was better than this. Phillies are just boring. It's a weird energy this year, says Hokie. Yeah, well, the problem is that when you have expectations, chat, you have a standard. The Flyers did not have expectations. The expectations for the Flyers were to rebuild and see what they had. There right now, I would argue and I would say that the Flyers are exceeding expectations. Okay? When the Sixers, the Eagles, and the Phillies had something building in 2022, that was considered to be a golden year for Philadelphia sports. The Eagles have won a Super Bowl, but the Phillies and the Sixers, it's been all downward because they're not exceeding expectations and they're just continuing to run it back. And the product itself, just offensively speaking, just does not look appealing to the eye. Philadelphia is a blue-collar mentality city, okay? And you either take it on the chin or you don't. That's just how it goes. That's how Philly fans are. The pitch, it's popped up. It's hit out over towards center. Stott's there and he'll make the catch. But when the team is just continuing to run it back, and baseball, which obviously is a long season, doesn't start off the way that you want it to go, it's boring because you expect better. It is. I'm not saying that the Phillies are boring, but a lot of fans would think that way. Because having expectations makes a big difference. 1 ball, no strikes. Nola comes set and delivers. And the pitch is outside for ball 2. We're never satisfied. No. And you know what? There's good and bad that comes with it. But the good part is that you're striving for success. And this team has not found success. You know? They haven't won the thing. They haven't won the World Series. That was the whole goal. 2-1. Popped up, hit out over towards shallow right, and Stott can't get there, and it'll bloop down for a single. Adames actually will go over to second, and he's going to get in there with a bloop double, excuse me. So a 1-out bloop double by Willy Adames, and he's in scoring position in the bottom of the 6th. Royals also lost today. Oh, boy. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. How many likes are we at, chat? The pitch. Ned's taking the pie for a ball. Agree. Nice call in other games, but always Phillies first, says Seema. I mean, I'm going to do whatever I want, but you know what? I mean, I support my Phillies for sure. You know? When the Sixers are in the playoffs, we're going back to doing some Sixers games. That's just how we're going to run things. 2 balls, no strikes. So if they are on at the same time, we are doing Sixers. 2-0. That's going to be taken for a strike. 2-1 is the count as we are in the bottom of the 6th. But I 1,000% appreciate my Philly freaks. 2-1 pitch. It's called a strike, but it's going to be challenged by our eyes. Was it a little bit high? Let's see what ABS says it was. That's a ball. So instead of a 2-2 count, it's a 3-1 count. It's just an inch above the zone. Three balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch. That's low for ball 4. And Arias is going to get on with a 1-out walk. And he is over at first. Tanner Banks is warming up in the pen. So a bloop double by Adames and a walk by Arias. And Caleb Cotham is going to go out there to have a conversation with Aaron Nola here. Scoreless games are wonderful. Scoreless games are wonderful. Okay, I didn't take that as one word. I took it as 2. Scoreless games are wonderful as long as they score more. That's funny. That's funny. One out, bottom of the 6th. Aaron Nola through 5 1/3 is allowed 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and he has struck out 2. Greasy says Sixers need love. I mean, man, playoffs is going to be interesting. First, they got to get to the playoffs. They're a play-in team. But we'll see. Matt Chapman is up. And the first pitch to Chapman is down low and away for a ball. How are the Warriors doing? Are the Warriors a play-in team? 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that misses just down for ball 2. Oh, boy. Brace yourselves, chat. Brace yourselves. It's 2 balls and no strikes. How we doing on the likes? Yeah. Yeah. They're in the last spot of the play-in. Oof. So who would they play if the play-in tournament started? 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Oh, shoot, it is the play-in seed. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the Sixers are a play-in team. 3 balls, 1 strike. Kings intentionally fouled Seth Curry last night. That cost the Kings a loss. Huh. 3 balls, 1 strike to Matt Chapman. 1 out. Runners at first and second. The 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Chapman will challenge. Pitch tracks called to the strike. And that is a strike, so the Giants do lose an ABS challenge. And they, I believe, are down to 1. 13 more subs till we get to 9,400. Beautiful. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Chapman. Nola gets set at the letters, kicks, fires, and that's called a ball. Marchand's going to challenge. Pitch track says it's a strike. Does ABS say that it's a strike? That was beautiful. Phillies still have both of their ABS challenges remaining. That was a beautiful pitch. The best pitch of the day from Nola. It's Rafael Devers who's up. And Devers on the first pitch is going to fly this one out over to deep center. Crawford looks up, and it is gone. Rafael Devers sends one out to deep center field, and the Giants take a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th. Oh, boy. Right out over the middle of the plate. And the Giants strike first against the Phillies. Mislocated fastball. You can blame it on me. I said that may have been his best pitch of the day, and he follows it up with his worst pitch of the day. And there's 2 outs still in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch to Lee, and it's in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count in the bottom of the 6th. Larry said that Devers was an automatic out, too. No balls, 1 strike, and the 0-1 grounded over towards the right side. Stott picks it up, throws it over to first, and we are going to go to the 7th. 3-0, San Fran. And Rafael Marchand will lead off the inning. Man, that was a nice swing. Jeffrey Allen, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube, my friend. Appreciate you. We are 10 subscribers away from getting to 9,400 subs. Brian, thank you for the sub as well. Thank you very much. Top of the 7th. This game still is not over. They've got to get to the Giants bullpen. So Gage came on in to pitch a 1/3 of an inning for Molly and ended up getting the final out. All right. 6-0 Giants. That was the final score of yesterday's game. And the Phillies, they won 6-4 in the first game. So the series is tied at 1 apiece. The Giants lead it 3-0 thanks to the 3-run blast by Rafael Devers in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Rafael Marchand facing Gage, and Marchand takes a slider that's in there for strike 1. It's a no ball, 1 strike count. The 0-1 to Marchand. Down in the way for a ball. 10 more subs. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, up high for a ball. We do have a game at 7:40. Don't forget about that. We got Tigers and Twins. That'll be our 3rd game of the day. 2-1 delivery to Marchand. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. It'll stay in the ballpark, and the catch is made in front of the track by the left fielder for the Giants, Gerard Encarnacion. So it's Otto Kemp who is going to come on up to the plate right now. And he will pinch hit for Justin Crawford. Weird. The pitch is taken up high for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Two balls, one strike to Otto Kemp. The 2-1 pitch. Flies this one out to right. It'll get down for a base hit. And Kemp does get a pinch hit opposite field single. And Trey Turner's coming on up. All right, come on, Trey. Let's go, baby. Got to attack. Got to attack. 8 more, baby. We're on our way to 10K. That's going to do it for Gage. His afternoon is done. The Giants are going to make another pitch and change. And they will be back in just a few moments. Okay. Where do we go? Let's do this. Good. Good stuff. If I hear a Dodger fan complain about anything ever again, I swear they're the most ungrateful fan base in the history. If you want to complain about the Dodgers, then I guess that you probably haven't seen the New York Yankees with all of their World Series championships. But I understand what you're saying about the Dodgers when it comes to right now. But if we're talking about, if we're talking about historically, we got to put the New York Yankees up there. We do. We got to do that. JJ, the scoreboard stopped updating. Is it updated now? It's updated now, right? Max is here. What's up, Max? How you doing, man? There we go. Caleb Killen is going to pitch, and it's outside for a ball. Scoreboard's good. Good. All right, good. 1 ball, no strikes. 22 Bruce says, I can't hear you. You got to, somebody tell him that he has to cut out. 2 balls, no strikes. The scoreboard didn't refresh. There we go. I refreshed it now. 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the 7th. There we go. All right, good. 2 balls, no strikes as we are in the top of the 7th. Killian is pitching. Now my subscribers are being misplayed. There it is. Okay. 8 more subs. Let's go. 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the 7th, 1 away. Tony with a $20 super chat. What's up, Tony? I haven't seen you on here all season long. Tony says, imagine having a $300 million payroll and cannot score in 2 games. 2-0 pitch. That misses outside for ball 3. Tony, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very, very much. Old Man Ferguson's here. What's going on, Old Man Ferguson? 3-0. And that's taken inside for ball 4. Papa Drawn is also here. What's going on, Papa? 3D has been bud since the first ABS. All right, here is Kyle Schwarber, baby. Where are my Schwarber emotes? Come on! Time to get some runs on the board. First pitch to Kyle, foul ball. And that one goes on out of play. Tony, thank you so much again for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you. No balls, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber, who's 1 for 1 today. He's walked twice, and he has also singled. The pitch. It's a knuckle curve that is in the zone for strike 2. Come on, rally time. I gotta drop a gif of me waving the rally tail. I gotta do that. I'll have to make a video of that sometime. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 to Kyle, way inside at 99 miles per hour for ball 1. Ryan Walker is warming up in the pen. The 1-2 to Schwarber. Check swing, did he go? He did. Oh, no. And there is out number 2. Schwarber is down on strikes for the first time today, and Bryce Harper is coming on up. He went. He did. That was the right call by the ump at third base. He definitely went around. Harper is in the box now. And Bryce looks at the knuckle curve that's in the zone. Let's go, Bryce. Harper's batting .364 in the 7th inning or later this year. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 to Harper, swing and a miss. Got a slider that disappeared out of the zone. 8 more subs. 8 more subscribers. Let's keep it going, baby. 0-2 is the count to Harper. The pitch to Bryce. He lays it off. It was a knuckle curve right there. The 1-2 to Harper. Just a bit high for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch, and that's grounded over towards the right side. Second baseman has it, flips it over to first, and the inning is over. The Phillies strand 2 runners on base once again, and we've played 6.5, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. All right. Bottom of the 7th coming on up, which means it's time now for Phillies trivia. All right. I'm going to ask you a Philadelphia Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. Okay. I'm going to go easy on you today. Who recorded the final out to clinch the Philadelphia Phillies 2022 playoff berth against the Astros? Who recorded the final out to clinch the Phillies 2022 playoff berth against the Astros to get into the playoffs? Let me know. 9 men left on base. Beautiful. Boom. Did not do it. Who recorded the final outs to help the Phillies clinch a playoff berth in 2022 against the Astros? Alvarado. No. Give me a serious answer. Come on, chat. Harper. Nope. To help the Phillies clinch a 2022 playoff berth. Was not Marsh. Nope. Jonathan Bolin is going to pitch. The pitch on the way, and that is a foul ball. The pitch is lined out over to center. That's going to be caught by Marsh. And there's out number 1 in the bottom of the 7th. So technically speaking, Brandon Marsh did record the final out to get them to the playoffs. That is correct. But there's somebody that I would like to know who pitched and got the final out against the Astros. Marsh did make the catch. That is correct. And I will give that to you. But who is the guy that pitched? 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's to Harrison Bader. So for those of you who did say Marsh, that is technically correct, and I will give that to you. One ball, 2 strikes. Zach Eflin. Yes, it was Zach Eflin. So both are technically correct. Good job. That was the answer I was looking for. But Brandon Marsh is also technically speaking correct as well because he did catch the final out. So good job to the both of you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th to Harrison Bader. And the 2-2, and that misses down for ball 3. So the count is full. Good job. Good job. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th. The 3-2 on the way. Strike 3 called. And there is out number 2. Mauricio Dubon is the one who flied out to center. You got Dubon. That's right. That's correct. That is correct. That was a great day. The pitch. Swing and a miss. The count is 0-1. They almost collapsed and didn't get in. Everybody forgets that. The 0-1 pitch. That misses down for a ball. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. To Patrick Bailey. The 1-1. Foul ball again over towards the left side. One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Grounded through the hole out to right field for a base hit. And Garcia plays it on the ground, and Bailey gets on once again for the Giants. Let's take a sip of water. Christian Koss is due on up to the plate for the Giants. Koss is 0 for 2. Boland comes set and fires in the pitch. And that is taken up high for a ball. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. That's a funny trivia question about Trey Turner. I love that, chat. One ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 delivery. It's called a ball. Marchand's going to challenge. And that should be called a strike. And it'll be overturned. So the Phillies again able to be successful with their challenges. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. Chad, how we doing on the likes? How we doing on those likes? 1-2, and that's up high for ball 2. We got 207 likes. Let's go. 93 more till we get to 300. Let's go, baby. Shout out to you. Fight aggro. 2-2 pitch. Grounded over towards the right side. Sliding stop by Stott. Throws it over to first, and he just makes it look so easy. He does. We're going to go to the 8th inning. Phillies are down 3-0 to the Giants. Have not been able to scratch off a run. They've left 9 men on base, as Larry said in the chat. Can they get a run? Just 1 run. Can they get one? Can they? Yes. Will they? Let's see. All right, let's take a look at the out-of-town scores right now. All right. We got the Dodgers and the Blue Jays tied up 3-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Rockies lead at 8-1 against the Astros in the bottom of the 7th. So for those people that were complaining and saying, how could you lose a game to the Rockies? Well, the Houston Astros are going to probably lose 2 out of 3 to the Colorado Rockies. Just saying. 3-0 Giants. That's the score as they go to the top of the 8th inning, the Phillies and the Giants. The Cardinals, they are up 3-1 as they go to the top of the 7th against the Nationals. The Braves, they lead at 7-2 as they go to the top of the 6th inning. The Diamondbacks are shutting out the Mets 5-0. Ryan Nelson, 5 1/3, 3 hits, 4 strikeouts. Final scores from today. The Guardians, they beat the Royals 10-2. The Brewers got shut out by the Red Sox 5-0. The Orioles, they won against the White Sox 5-3. There's a Brewers team that got shut out by a team that's 4-8. Just trying to make us feel better. Rangers, they also shut out the Mariners. The Mariners have not been off to a good start. 3-0 was the final score of that game. Texas able to win that. And the Guardians, they won 10-2 against the Royals today. Cantillo pitched very, very well. And the Padres, we called that game earlier. It was the first game of the day. They won 8-2 against the Pirates. Blade Tidwell's going to pitch. This will be his third game of the season. And he throws a ball to Alec Bohm. Monkeys, I think, just got another run. Giants will challenge. The call is confirmed. And so the count is 1-0. And I think that they're out of challenges right now. They are. Phillies still have 2 remaining. 1-0 pitch. Down for ball 2. Let's go. Greasy's still here. Yes, sir. 2-0 pitch to Bohm. Grounded over to third. Backhanded by Chapman. The throw across the diamond is in time, and there is out number 1 in the top of the 8th inning. Phillies are down to their final 5 outs. And Bryson Stott is going to come on up. Let's go, chat. 8 more subs. 8 more, baby. We're so close. Stott's first pitch is taken for a strike as it hits the top tier of the zone. 0-1 is the count. Tidwell comes set and fires, and the 0-1 is fouled back. Blade is 24 years old. He's from Columbia, Tennessee. His last game, he went 1 inning against the Phillies, walked a batter, and struck out 2. Here's the 0-2, and misses wide for a ball. I just want them to have more patient at-bats. Like, that's what bothers me. Jose Alvarado is getting warmed up in the Phillies bullpen. 1-2 to Stotts. And the pitch is called a ball. Giants can't challenge it. I think it may have been a strike. The 2-2 to Stotts. Popped up and skied over towards the right side of the infield. Devers, underneath it, will make the grab, and there's out number 2. That was popped up a mile high. And it's Adolis Garcia who is due up next. Viagra. No balls, 1 strike. Where's the party when you get to 10K? It's going to be on here. 0-1 pitch to Garcia. Foul ball. I want to be celebrating it with y'all. I don't want to be anywhere else. But we are doing giveaways for 10K. Of course we're doing giveaways. We have to. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. And Garcia fouls it off and stays alive. You'll hear more about it, though, when we get closer. Don't you worry. Can't spoil everything. Not like anybody was asking, but I'm sure that that's what you're wondering. The pitch is outside for a ball. Garcia is 1 for 2 today. He did walk in the 4th, and he singled in the 6th. And he lines one out over to right center. In the alleyway is Bader will make the catch. The inning is over, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's a 3-0 Giants game. Adames, Arise, and Chapman are going to come on up to the plate. All right. Where is everybody tuning on in from? Let's shout you guys out. Let's shout out to the chat. Let's give shout outs to everybody that's tuning on in. Where are we tapping on in from? Glad this is a day game. Wouldn't want to stay up late at night to watch a game like this. Hey, if it's baseball, I'm staying up. But I hear you. And what's going on? Have a great day. Have a good one, too. You too. Where are we tuning on in from, chat? Let's get some shout-outs. Cali in the chats. California's in the chats. Let's go. Who else is tuning on in? Who else? Where are we all tapping on in from? Where are we tuning on in from? Hawaii. Let's go. Shout out to Hawaii. Big shout out to Hawaii. Uncommon Trisman says any baseball is good baseball. It's baseball. Nevada. Ryan. Fist bump to you. Florida. Reno, Nevada. You should know me, JJ. I stay up anyways. I know you do. I didn't say you didn't. I didn't say you didn't. Nashville, Mark says. Shout out to Nashville. Nice. Connecticut, Canton, Pennsylvania, South Korea. Let's go. Here's Jose Alvarado, and he's going to pitch, and the first pitch is taken for a ball. 1-0 is the count as we are in the bottom of the 8th inning. So we do have a post-game show after this, of course. The 1-0 delivery to Adames. Line drive, base it out to right field. Garcia is going to get to it as it takes 3 bounces over on the ground. There's a leadoff opposite field single by Willie Adames here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jeanette, Pennsylvania. I thought it said New Portland. I'm near Portland, Oregon. Shout out to Portland. 22 Brew 80. What's going on? How you doing? Let's go. The pitch. That's bunted right in front of the mound. Alvarado throws it on over to first, and that's going to get by the first baseman. It's going to go out to right field. Adames is going to be waved home. The Giants take a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Look at this guy in the chat. I literally make a mistake, and I said stat apostrophe S. Stots up to bat. Okay? And he wants to ridicule me for thinking that it was something that was wrong. All right, dude, come on. You got something better to do with your life. Come on, man. Let's go. Bottom of the 8th. A runner over at second. Chapman is up, and the pitch. And that's taken down for a ball. Chapman's 1 for 3 with a single, and that came back in the 4th. He had a touchdown in the 4th inning, in case you were wondering. The 1-0, that's taken for a strike. It's a 4-0 Giants lead. That's why I don't always look at chat, guys. The 1-1, that's a foul ball. People are like, oh, you should look at chat more, but that's one of the reasons why I don't. So even when I'm muted, it is what it is. I'll eventually figure it out, but that's why I don't always look at chat. Because I got to stay in my groove. A pitch clock violation is going to be called against Jose Alvarado. We haven't seen a lot of those this year from the Phillies. So the count is 2-2. Alvarado's in, might as well put in Walker. Which one? Ryan Walker or Taijuan Walker? 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. It was at the knees, and there's out number 1. It was a terrible defensive play by the Phillies, and that's what caused them to get their 4th run, the Giants. Rafael Devers is in the box. The pitch to Devers. It's down in the way for a ball. They try to appeal. Did he go? No, he did not. 7 hits for San Francisco today. Devers had the big swing that was in the bottom of the 6th. One-zero pitch. Line drive, base hit up the middle, and this should bring home another run for the Giants. And it will. The throw to the plate, it's not in time. It's a 5-0 Giants lead in the bottom of the 8th as Arise heads to home plate and slides in there safely. So Devers with 4 RBI today. And he comes up clutch once again. Blue Jays just took the lead. Now they're in the top of the 9th. Oof. We got a postgame show. Don't you worry. And if you think OJJ is calm, no, just you wait. The pitch. Taken inside and high for a ball. Unacceptable. Flat out unacceptable. 1-0 pitch. Foul ball. So the count is 1-1. One ball, one strike. Alvarado gets the signs and delivers and fires a strike at the knees. So it's 1-2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Alvarado gets set above the belt again. And the pitch is taken down in the way for ball 2. Phillies are off tomorrow. Their next game will be on Friday. They play against the Arizona Diamondbacks. They open up a 3-game series. They'll face Soroka on Friday. Zeus is going to pitch that game. Saturday, they play at 1:05. Brandon Pfaadt is going to pitch against Taijuan Walker. And then on Sunday, it'll be Zach Gallen facing Andrew Painter at home. And that game will be at 1:35. 2-2 pitch. That's way up high for ball 3. And that is going to make the count full at 3-2. Today I'm not gonna take phone calls today because I gotta get back on at 7:40, and I do have to eat some dinner, and I gotta take care of a couple of things. But we are gonna do, a post-game show, and if you guys do want to leave voicemail messages, you can. I will record them in a separate podcast, and we can talk more about that. Just talk more about this series because this is just a disgrace. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch to Lee. Strike 3 called down the middle. And there's out number 2. So 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. Rob Thompson's going to make a move, and we are going to have a pitch and change as Jose Alvarado, his afternoon is done. And we have another pitcher coming on in for the Phillies. After the Phillies play Arizona at home, their next couple of series, here's what it looks like. So they play the Diamondbacks starting from Friday to Sunday. Then on Monday, they play against the Cubs for 3 games. And then they play against the Braves for 3 games as well. We're going to miss the Braves series, unfortunately. But we should be back when they go back to Wrigley Field to play against the Cubs. Probably on Wednesday the 22nd. It's weird. They play, that's odd. They play 3 games at home versus the Cubs, 3 games at home versus the Braves. Then they play 4 games away out in Chicago against the Cubs. And then they play 3 games away against the Braves. That's interesting how that works out. Then they come back home and they play the Giants again. Interesting. All right, so again, we're still in the bottom of the 8th inning, folks. So once again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We are 8 subscribers away from getting to 9,400 subs. We are almost 600 subscribers away from getting to 10,000 subscribers. Also, I want to give a shout-out again to Mark for all the gifts that he sent to the P.O. Box today, including this awesome All-Star Game hat. And the rally towel as well. That's really cool. And the pennants. I can't forget about all of that. The pennants are great. I got to figure out where I'm going to hang them. I do. I got to do that when I get home. I don't know where it's going to go. But thank you so much. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs, a runner on, and the pitch. That's grounded back up the middle for a base hit. And so another base hit allowed. This time it's Zach Pop who gives up a single here in the bottom of the 8th inning with runners over at first and second. I reside in Cashville today with all my player props. That's funny. Oh, man, that's so funny. Oh, wait, so that troll was not talking to me? He was talking to Stacy. Oh, wow. Whatever. Doesn't even matter. That's funny. JJ, what happened to 1 closer per game, not 3 per inning? It's a rhetorical question. I can't answer it. 0-1, popped up, hit out over towards the left side, and it's going to go foul and out of play. I hear you. It's all valid. Like, it's all valid, chat. The frustration is all valid, and I can't wait. I can't wait to not, like, fully crash out, but I'll definitely say some things for sure. 0-2 pitch, grounded over to shortstop. Turner picks it up, throws it over to second. It's just in time, and the inning is over. We're going to go to the 9th inning. Phillies are down to their final 3 outs. They got Marsh, Marchand, and Kemp all coming on up. The game still technically is not over yet, chat. When there's a chance, there's still a chance. That's why we save it up until the very end. Once it's officially over. But the first 8 innings have been terrible. Of course I do. Of course I appreciate them. When we did the fundraiser for my brother last year, you know how grateful I was for all you guys. I mean, like, my gosh. You guys have given so much to this channel. And I'm just, again, like, I'm just a kid from South Jersey just doing this, like, just calling baseball games. Like, who the heck does this? You know? Like, it's insane. And I'm beyond grateful. I'm beyond I'm humbled by everything. I really am. I'm just so grateful. And we're going to continue to do more things. I mean, again, it comes from like where I come from. I don't take anything for granted. When you have an older brother who had really severe special needs, like, you don't take anything for granted. And everything that you do in your life, like, you always have to have a plan B, a plan D, a plan F. Like, where I come from, I don't take anything for granted. I'm always super appreciative. And I remember even like my very first subscriber, or just, like the people that have really stood out to me in my life, my teachers, my role models, people that just made my day. I really try to embrace those people and just embrace all those moments, good and bad. That's just the type of person I am. Dylan Moore is up to bat. But yeah, for sure. I always have to shout out to everybody. I also want to shout out Tony for the $20 super chat as well. And Philly Birds for the super chat that he had. The 0-2 is fouled off. Brian with the sub. Jeff with the sub. Davis with the sub. I usually say this all at the end, but we'll say it all now. Brooke Dower with the sub. Kyle. And these are all the public subs. So in case you did subscribe to my channel and you're like, well, where's my shout out? It's because you didn't make your subscribers public. Your subscription's public. 1-2 pitch. Foul ball. So. Yeah. I love you too, man. 1-2. That's up high for ball two. Eric Miller, by the way, is pitching. Probably should talk about the game. Yeah, that's a good idea. Eric Miller is on the mound. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 pitches for Miller so far, facing Dylan Moore, and Moore is going to foul off the very next pitch. Moore is pinch hitting for Otto Kemp, or for Brandon Marsh, that is. Marchand is up next, and then it's Otto Kemp. 2-2 on the way. There's strike 3, and there is out number 1 in the 9th inning. Thank you guys, man. This is a great medium for you. Less rules than a Westwood One syndicated broadcast. Yeah, for sure. The pitch, and that's taken just a bit outside for a ball. I had somebody that commented last night. They were like, JJ, you should replace Ruben. First of all, shout out to Ruben, but like, just as a person. But like, why would I want to do that? I love being here. I love it here. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And there is strike 2. Here's the 1-2 to Marchand. It's flied out over to center. Bader's there. He'll make the catch. And the second out of the 9th inning is recorded. So once again, Zeus is going to pitch on Friday. Walker is going to pitch on Saturday. And Painter is going to pitch on Sunday for the Phillies. Last hope, it's Otto Kemp. Otto Kemp is going to come on up. And the count is 0-2. All right. Giants fans on their feet. No balls, 2 strikes. Miller's going to reset really quickly. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Kemp in the box. The 0-2 to Otto Kemp. It's down for a ball. And the at-bat will continue. Miller comes set and fires. And the pitch is high for ball 2. That was at 100 miles per hour. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-2 from Miller. Another foul ball. Don't forget, chat, that we got one more game tonight as a part of our triple header. We got the Brewers taking on, or sorry, not the Brewers. Oh my gosh, the Tigers are playing tonight. And the 2-2 on the way, swing and a miss. And that is the ball game. So the Phillies, they lose the series to the San Francisco Giants. They get shut out in back-to-back games for the first time since June 24th and June 25th of last year against the Houston Astros. And so the final score is 5-0. The player of the game, of course, is Rafael Devers. He ends up hitting a 3-run home run. Also gets an RBI single. It's his 28th career 4-plus RBI game that he has ever had. Aaron Nola gets the loss. Tyler Mahle gets the win. And so that is that. Tigers play against the Twins. Will be on for that game at 7:40. All right. So let's talk. Let's definitely talk. Okay, so this team, first of all, is just cursed because every time that they come to San Fran, they just cannot find a way to win a series. I don't know what it is. Phillies Special Stacy, thank you so much for the membership. I appreciate you. Glad to have you as a part of the Freak Nation. All right. I'm not taking phone calls today because I have some things that I have to gain. After Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber get on with a 2-out walk, Alec Boehm, first pitch, grounds out over to third, ends the inning. Okay, in the 6th inning, you have Adolis Garcia get on with a single. You can't find a way to get him home. Brandon Marsh strikes out, and that's that. Just a lot of chances that this team had today, and just some, again, just poor plate appearances. Larry said it at one point in the chat that they left 9 men on base. I don't care if I'm looking around at other teams and I'm seeing that the Houston Astros lost a series to the Rockies. Okay, I said that before just to try to sort of ease the pain or like whatever. The bottom line is that when it's your team, you obviously want the best for your team. And to me, the Phillies are just going through a slump. And yes, you're going to hit ups and downs. You're going to have peaks and valleys, but it's inexcusable. This team is getting paid millions and millions of dollars. These players are getting paid millions and millions of dollars just to play this game. And when guys like Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, and Bryce Harper are not producing, and as a matter of fact, even the bottom of the order with Rafael Marchand going 0 for 4, Brandon Marsh going 0 for 3, Bryson Stott going 0 for 4, and Boehm going 0 for 4, it just cannot happen. You were 0 for 5 today with runners in scoring position, and sometimes you are going to get shut out. Sometimes you're not going to find a way to scratch off and get runs. But it's the way that this team is just giving up at bats that just bothers me. That's what bothers me. It's not just about the results. It's the fact that I see them just swinging for the fences a lot of the times and not trying to make the small ball types of plays. Just go to the other side, hit the opposite field single. I thought that that's what they did a really good job at in the first game when they got to the Giants bullpen. And I did have a gut feeling that this would happen. and they wouldn't be able to score a run ever since the first game. And unfortunately, it did come true. Doesn't make it excusable, doesn't make it easy, doesn't make it right. Okay? The Giants, top of the order today, did damage against Aaron Nola. I'll talk a little bit about Aaron Nola. I thought he pitched fine, and then in the 6th inning, gave up a meatball down the middle to Rafael Devers. It was a bad pitch. But overall, my takeaway from this series, I sound like a broken record, but you have to put up better at-bats. You got to be patient at the plate. Why are they hacking at all these pitches? It's just beyond me. Do you realize today that 7 of your 9 batters struck out? The only guys that didn't strike out were Bryce Harper and Alec Bohm. Everybody else struck out today, including Moore, who came on in the pinch hit, and also including Otto Kemp, who came on in the pinch hit as well. It can't happen. When you're striking out, swinging all the time, it tells me everything I need to know about the mechanics, just about the strategy, and just the lack of discipline. That's what's irritating to me. That's what's annoying to me. Do I think that they'll snap out of it? I do. But it's annoying. And I think that that's actually a really good word to sum up this whole entire series. This was a very annoying series, chat. The late games, I know that some of you guys do not like it, especially when it's during a work week and you see a team go out there and look so lifeless at night. That bothers you, and rightfully so, because, again, you're investing your time, you're watching this team. Even if you're not paying money to go to these games, you're spending something. You're giving something away. Okay? Cool, I appreciate the love and the support that you guys have given to me, but, we all know why you're here. Yes, you all love me, but also, y'all love the Phillies too. And that's why you're here. Once and for all. And when they're not giving you what you paid for when it comes to time, you ask them to give you runs. You ask them to put up really good at-bats and at least to just show fight out there. If they lose the series, that's one thing. But if they don't fight, that's what's unacceptable. That's what I can't get behind. And I feel for you. Because you're the customer. I don't sell you BS. I'm not going to sugarcoat things and tell you that everything is okay. I'm the type of person that definitely tries to keep it a buck, as the kids would say. And this is not acceptable. This is not pretty. And even though, while this does happen during baseball seasons where you have peaks and valleys, and you can say that it's early on, you can't let them off the hook. Because you have every right to feel frustrated. And I'm sure that they feel frustrated too. They're not dumb. They're not stupid. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a right to feel that way as well. Somebody said it the other day, I believe it was Jack. They said that, Justin Crawford should choke up on the bat. They're not going to do that. Why would they? No. We see a lot of long swings. And even when they had walks, like Kyle Schwarber today went 1 for 2. He had 2 walks. He didn't have a good day today, chat. He didn't have a good day today. Did he get on base twice? Yes. But these walks that I'm watching, you know what it kind of reminds me of? It reminds me a little bit of when Rhys Hoskins was walking in 2022. Remember when Rhys Hoskins had a lot of walks, but it was on the way that he was walking. It wasn't by being selective. It was more just being passive. That to me is what the whole thing is with Kyle Schwarber now when I'm watching him at the plate. He's watching pitches go by. He doesn't know which pitches are going to be strikes and which ones are ball, and I feel like he's being very passive when I watch him with my own 2 eyes at the plate. That just can't happen. Schwarber's batting 195. Harper's batting 260. Turner's batting 260. Harper's hitting 222. And Bohm's hitting 188. Your highest hitter is Brandon Marsh and Justin Crawford. Those are your two highest hitters right now. Those are the two guys that have the highest batting average in the starting lineup today. And you think that that's going to help win you games? No. But again, the numbers say one thing. I care more about the chase rate. I care more about selection and just lack thereof at times. Sometimes they're either way too aggressive or they're way too passive. Can't be on both ends. In this game, they were very, they gave away at-bats today. I can't let them off the hook for that, and neither should you. Aaron Nola today. While Aaron Nola gave up the home run ball, that was his only mistake that he made. I thought he pitched fine besides that. I did. I'm not happy with that home run ball. I thought that was a bad pitch. He gave up 3 runs. But it would be really nice if he had run support. He's not why you lost. Sorry. Aaron Nola haters are probably going to get mad at me for saying that. That's the truth. If you think that Aaron Nola is the reason why that you lost this game, something is just not clicking in your head. Because the offense, putting up 0 runs, is not going to win you any games if you do the math. So, I just have to put that out there too. Aaron Nola did not lose you this game. It didn't help that he gave up the home run ball. That was bad. Jose Alvarado didn't look good today either. Would have been nice if he got help from his defense. I don't know what that play was by Trey Turner or what ended up happening on that mistake. But that caused Adames to score his second run of the game. And that was pretty bad as well. The Giants outscored you in this series 15-6. The last time that you put up a run was in the 7th inning of Game 1. So for your last 20 innings, you've not been able to put up 1 run. Not 1 run can cross the plate. Unacceptable. And that's where I stand. One word that you would use to describe that game, chat. Embarrassing. I like that word. Curse of Gabe Kapler. That's a good one. Same story. Stink. Boo. Fraud. What else? Just a tough series. It happens to all teams, but it's frustrating. No, for sure. Like, again, you have a right to feel that way. You should feel that way. Because this team gave you nothing. You spent, think about it like this, chat. Okay. Let's actually do the math here. Okay, speaking of stats. You spent, what time is it? 6:28. We got started at 3:45. You're telling me that you spent your last 7 hours, 7 of your last 45 hours, watching a team not put up any runs. 7 hours, 7 of your last 45 hours. Something along those lines. Which is like a quarter of your time over the last couple of days. That's terrible. That's really bad. What else are we saying? Slop. Expected. Uninspiring. I like that word. Frustrating. For sure. Yep. So, crazy. Pathetic. I hear you. Momentum. Hopefully that'll change the energy. I hope so. And I think it will, for sure. Again, I know that all teams go through this, but again, it doesn't mean that it's acceptable. And it doesn't mean that we can just ignore it, because we can't. No, that's a disservice to you guys. That's not right. You can't BS anything. What they're giving you, I had a science teacher. Okay. My science teacher would always say to us, if you give me crap, I give you a crappy grade. If you give me a D, you're getting a D as a letter grade. If you give me an A, you're getting an A. You take and you get what you receive. And right now, the Phillies have been giving you F stuff. It's true. Stressful. Yeah. 7 of your 9 batters struck out today. And again, that's just a stat. But when you watch them at the plate, they're just fishing after pitches, and they're not staying disciplined. I really feel sorry for the dedicated fans as Eagle fan. Yeah. You spent 7 of your last 45 hours not watching this team put up a run. Yeah. You're spending time. That's not acceptable. I'm willing to forget all of this if they boot Rob Thompson and Long right now. It ain't going to happen. But, you know, it is what it is. You get a day off. That's good news. We get a day off from watching the Phillies, and I'm sure that we could use that as fans. And then we're back on Friday. They get to come back home. Maybe they can hit the reset button. We'll see how it goes. But that's all I got, man. That's all I got. I love you all very much. We're going to be back on in a little bit less than an hour. That we have a game at 7:40. We got the Twins playing against the Tigers. I hope to see you guys on for that. And yeah, all right. I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out. Catch you all soon. Bye.